I'm Shripal Jain. I'm the co-founder of Samandar Education. I am a chartered accountant and a licensed CPA. I have been mentoring almost 50,000 students till date, and I'm also one of the influencers on LinkedIn, over 60,000 followers. BCom students, except for CA, they don't have any other career option. That makes the CA to be a long-term course. On CPA, it is only four paper exam. There are no levels whatsoever. There is no foundation, there is no intermediate, there is no final, and it gets completed in less than 12 months and get placed at a very good packages.
Welcome to the Crazy Careers podcast. In this episode, we are joined by Mr. Shripal Jain, CA, CPA, and co-founder of Simandar Education and a leading voice in global finance education. With a passion for empowering students and over 60,000 LinkedIn followers, Shripal shares insights on US CPA versus CA career paths after BCom and how global certifications are opening doors for Indian talent in global markets. Shripal, I welcome you to the Crazy Careers podcast. Thank you so much for joining us in today.
Thank you, Nita. It's a pleasure to be in your channel. I'm highly excited to join this and share my thoughts. And first of all, kudos to you for arranging this. And I'm looking forward to this discussion.
Sure, I'm too. So, before we get into the actual conversation, would you mind letting us know a bit about yourself, your journey so far, and also the work that you do?
Yes, Nita. So I'm Shripal Jain. I'm the co-founder of Samandar Education. I am a chartered accountant and a licensed CPA. So I have been mentoring almost like 50,000 students till date, and I'm also one of the influencers on LinkedIn, over 60,000 followers. And Samandar Education was started with a vision to pass and place students, and we are in the domain of US chartered accountancy, US cost accountancy, US taxation. So primarily into upskilling the talent and then later placing them in different MNCs like Deloitte, EY, KPMG, and all such other MNCs which are tied up with us. And apart from that as well, Samandar is being named after Lord Mahavira, which is our 24th Tirthankar in Jainism. So Samandar Swami is our current Tirthankar in Jainism. So on his name only this education institute has been established.
Right. So, what inspired you to start Samandar Education and how it is helping the students in India?
So when I was studying for chartered accountancy, I have noticed a lot of the students failing the exam. But by God's grace, I have passed CA at the age 21. But typically, chartered accountancy takes a lot of time to complete. And that's what I noticed. And whenever I was studying for CA, I always had an intuition that after I complete CA, I want to teach. And I started teaching at Institute of Chartered Accountants of India. And I was training the CA students there. And back there, I found out that the CA pass percentage is significantly less. And I wanted to come up with courses where in case if they fail the exam, what is the another alternative option for CA students? So this is how I thought we should start with other alternative global courses like CPA, CMA, EA, SCA, and all other stuff. So commerce students have a lot of career options in their field. So today BCom students, except for CA, they don't have any other career option. So I felt that this could be a good move where they could kind of have a lot of career options, and these are all short courses. They can get placed in lesser period of time. They can pass the exams easily. So this is what actually inspired me. Second big inspiration was my brother. I always wanted to meet my brother, and so he stays in the US. So I didn't find any route to go to the US. So back then CPA exams used to be conducted in the US. So I thought this could be an excellent move to kind of take CPA as an excuse because I was a chartered accountant already. So I thought I would do a CPA and meet my brother there. And fortunately, I got the US visa and I went to the US, met my brother, and indirectly, I would say I passed the CPA exam also. So later, I came to know that this exam has a lot of recognition, respect, and good pay package and all. And this is where the entire Samandar education started off.
Right. So, since you have mentioned about CPA, I would like to ask you what exactly CPA is and how it is different from CA.
So if you see Indian Chartered Accountancy, it's based off almost three levels. So you have CA Foundation, you have CA Intermediate, you have CA Final. So it's of 20 exams and it takes a lot of time to complete over the period of 5 years because articleship experience is important. So in CA, you need to work under a chartered accountant for 3 years and then write your chartered accountancy exam. And that makes the CA to be a long-term course. It takes more than 5 years to complete, provided you pass your exams in first attempt. In case if you don't, it can take more period of time. And as you know, the pass percentage is very less in CA. Now in CPA, It is only 4 paper exam. There are no levels whatsoever. There is no foundation. There is no intermediate. There is no final. It's a single level exam. I mean, single level with 4 exams. So you have financial accounting, reporting, audit, and a regulation, which is US tax and US audit paper. And it gets completed in less than 12 months. It doesn't have any articleship experience as such. So if you see chartered accountancy, typically we relate to Indian chartered accountancy, and US chartered accountancy is known as certified public accountant, which is USCPA.
So, a lot of things you have mentioned it correctly that a lot of BCom students are actually unsure about their career opportunities once they complete their graduation. So, how they can leverage their career by doing US CMA and CPA course, and what are some opportunities that are available in that area? So, you can give us a detailed, thought about it. So, obviously, that will help the students, those who are watching.
So BCom students, if you see, they are always afraid of tougher contents like chartered accountancy because it's always there. Right? Because when we are in the college, typically we would want to go with the courses which are easier to complete and little more challenging and has a global recognition. So in that way, CPA, CMA, or EA, all these three, they are all chartered accountancy, cost accountancy, and US taxation related courses. So they are global in nature. So there are a lot of global companies which are already operating in India, and these folks can do these courses and get placed in these companies at a very good packages. So normally the starting salary of a CPA would go from 10 to 12 LPA. Starting salary of an enrolled agent, which is a popular US tax program, can go up to 6 to 8 lakhs per annum. And for a US CMA, which is certified management accountant, which is basically the Indian cost accountancy, can range from 5 to 8 lakhs per annum. And these all courses are short term in nature. They can be completed in less than 12 months. Now, the pass percentage is more than 50%. So if 100 people write the exam, minimum 50 to 55 people pass the exam on an average, compared to the traditional Indian exams, which takes more period of time and the pass percentage is slightly on the lower side. So BCom students have, one is obviously the recognition which comes from the qualification. Second is the duration. Third is obviously the passing is very positive sign. So it's not too much of content which they need to study. It's very specialized and very much appealing to the corporates, because today in corporates, you don't read everything. You can't generalize. I mean, you can't be going through each and everything like direct tax, indirect tax, accounting, audit. Typically in a corporate world, you are given a certain specialized thing and you are expected to work on that specialization only. So this is how the BCom students can do these courses and get into these profiles. So if you ask me, what will they work on? Because it's not just the package. Today's generation focus more on the quality of the work as well. Previously, BCom students, if you see, majorly commerce students used to go for call center and all back-end related work. But now with CPA, CMA, EA, the quality of the work which they will do is more front-ending. They'll interact with customers. They will have more good command over the subject, and the growth is also very good. So I've seen a lot of the BCom students whom we have placed. They started it with 7 lakhs and now are AVP, SVP at 35, 40 lakhs packages. Sky is the limit for these courses. You can almost reach to 1 to 2 CR, because once you do these courses, ideally you become a partner in a Big Four or you become a CFO in an MNC.
Right. So, just wanted to make sure that we are aligning with this. So, US CMA and CPA courses are for people who would like to work in United States, or that is applicable for Indian companies as well. I mean, after completing that course, they can work in India, or they will have to opt for US.
So the majority of the jobs which are being created are in India only, because India become a GCC hub, which is a global capability center. So most of the US based companies are operating in India now. We have seen Apple also, the latest news, their manufacturing is shifting to India completely from China. So India is becoming the global center now for everyone. So majorly our placements which we have seen is all in India. And that's why people get confused that why would a US qualification person would get hired in India, because that are typically US chartered accountancy, US tax qualification. But the logic is there are a lot of US based companies now operating in India. So examples like you have Standard Chartered, JP Morgan, Morgan Stanley, Deloitte, EY, KPMG, Cognizant, Accenture. So every industry, every vertical you take. In pharma, you have Dr. Reddy's lab listed in New York Stock Exchange. Then again,
Yeah.
Orbico Pharma and Sun Pharma. So pharma, you have this. Same in technology, you have Infosys, Wipro. All of them are listed in US Stock Exchange. So these companies hire the US chartered accountants, US cost accountants in India. So now a lot of these work is getting outsourced from the US to India, and that's where these qualifications get you job in India more.
Right, right. So Simandar education has a 90% passing out rate, and which is like much higher than the average 60% from other institutes. So what exactly Simandar education is doing differently from other institutes?
Mentoring is the most important thing which we focus on, Neeta, and we have a 4M club where all our students wake up at 4M. We have a mental health club, a confession group where
Okay.
students share their confessions, their boyfriend or girlfriend or whatsoever. So all those personal talks, but they are in an anonymous stage. But this is what we want. We want someone where we can share, our problems, our issues, what we face in our workplace, and also some other kinds of creates that confession platform for the students. Third is obviously the mentoring. Great teachers, all of them are triple qualified, including myself. I mean, I'm a CSCPA myself, but there are a lot of fantastic teachers who kind of counsel them, mentor them. So there is one-to-one mentoring as well. But now you need to understand that there is one more important piece in our education thing is to get the motivation, because everyone will enroll for the course, but if you see the outcome is very less, and that's what happens with a lot of edtechs. The outcome is not coming up, and that's the way we have made it very different in Samandar is we have a mentor approach. We have these study groups which we created on Telegram where we interact with the students on a day-to-day basis, and then like I said, a 4M club, a confession group, a study group. Then we have something called as Digital Sripal. So Digital Sripal is on my name. So it's an AI product, an AI chatbot, which have passed these exams at a 95% success rate. So they put up their question and they can get their answers instantly, because today's generation wants everything fast. So
Yes.
they are expecting me to explain a difficult chapter of 20 hours in 3 seconds on Instagram. So this is how we are tackling with the students. So this AI chatbot which we have created is like a trained bot which have passed the exam. So they can ask any questions, they can get their answers instantly. In fact, we are the only institute, not just in India, globally also, who have developed this digital Sripal, which have passed the professional exams like CPA, CME, and that is developed on WhatsApp, Nita. So they can ask any questions and they will get their answers immediately on that.
Right, right. So, yes, I would really like to know, like, is there mindset shift from the traditional courses like CA to US CMA and CPA that you are seeing, especially in parents? Because in our Indian culture, we would definitely go for the, traditional courses rather than opting for something completely different, even if you show them proof.
What I'm noticing is the Gen Z wants very faster results. And they would want to go with courses which are shorter in duration. So success for them has to come overnight. I'm not even talking about 6 months, 12 months. I think they think CPA, CMA is also very long. Forget about CA. So today I get questions like, can I pass CPA in 2 months, 1 month? So if this is the mindset, and you talk about parents, because both the parents are working professionals, so no one has time also. So they would primarily go with students' advice only, because what students select, parents would invest time there, because they assume that he have done already all his due diligence. So the decision making is more with students now than with parents. Ideally, previously how it was. And now students
Right.
also don't want to waste 5, 5, 6 years. We are seeing that a lot of health issues comes. So they don't want to be stagnant at one place. Now see
Right.
how was the traditional shift. Previously people used to write C exams 20 times, 21 times, and then there used to be a motivation story coming up. How he passed the exam after 20 attempts or something like that. But now it is not the case. Now people are like having always their 2 3 options, and it is good to be in such a volatile environment. It's better to have multiple qualifications as well. You can do a CA, you can always do a CPA also, then wasting your time on Instagram rolling across the reels and all, scrolling through the reels. I think this is a better strategy to have something where you are more focused on. So I was reading an article
Right.
where Madhavan was quoting that he wants his kids to be extremely busy with whatever they are doing. He doesn't want them to be idle, because today when you're idle, you tend to do something different which you are not supposed to do. And that's where I think
Yes, yes,
you are busy with all these professional qualifications. You become more confident and you're
yes.
focusing that you're creating a local and a global phenomenon both with you. And today's parents want a lot of their kids to go to the US or to other country other than India as well. So the thought process have become more global, Nita, than local today.
Yes. Also, is there any minimum qualification to do USCM and CPA courses? I mean, one has to be a BCom graduate to do this, or it's not necessary?
For CPA, Nita, BCom is mandatory. For CMA or enroll agent, BCom is not mandatory. So when they are pursuing BCom also, they can write this exam and pass, but they'll get a job after BCom only. So we place them post BCom. They can be placed via internships, but they'll get job in
Right.
CPA only after graduation because graduation is mandatory for a lot of the big fours and US based MNCs.
Yeah. The reason I'm asking because Gen Zs especially are, I mean, if they are not finding a career, like they are finding it as stagnant and they're not finding it interesting, they're ready to shift also, which was not in the case of millennials and all. So the reason I'm asking, are you seeing any such kind of shifts, like a person who has done maybe engineering or some other courses and coming out and doing these kind of courses?
Oh, 100%. We have seen that many times. Even BTech people we have seen, BSc people we have seen, Bachelor of Arts we have been noticing. So these decisions, like I said, are coming instantly. They are not taken with conscious thing that what would be the consequences because they want to try out everything. They want to see where they get
Yes.
instant results, and that is what is driving them.
Yes, yes. Good strategy as well, because in that way they will not be lost and they will be learning constantly something and to find out like what will work for them. Actually.
Exactly.
So what would be your advice to someone, especially Gen Zs, who are confused like what kind of course they will take after their BCom? What would be your advice to them, how they can do it strategically?
I think they will first need to decide what is their interest, what motivates them, what helps them, and that is what they need to kind of make their career in. So if they are reading newspapers daily, if they are tracking stock market and investing in companies and all, and numbers interest them more, then I think they should take a career like finance, and they should definitely go in for CPA, CMA, or EA. CA is also a fantastic course. There's no doubt about it because I'm myself a chartered accountant as well. But if they think that CA is taking a lot of time and all, so along with CA, they can always do a CPA, CMA, or EA. But all these things will happen only when they try to introspect themselves that do they love numbers? Do they love reading? Do they love annual reports? Do they love investing? If these are the questions, they get any one take also on any of the questions which I have asked them now. If they get one take also, I think that is what their career is. Because most of them don't know what they like. So they will know only when they see their daily habits. So if they wake up early morning and start reading newspapers, start enjoying the numbers and all, I think they should understand that they are mainly suited for finance roles than primarily in technology or hospital or pharma and all those stuff.
Yes, 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 absolutely. I mean, that is our vision also. Like, we want the crazy careers, especially, we want people to know that there are a lot of other options available. I mean, you need not only rely on few courses like engineering, medical, and stuff. So, you can go for other courses as well. So, CA is something, even I'm sure, like many of the people across the country are not even aware of CA. Forget about USCPA and CMS. So that has to come out and people need to know more and more about this course. Thank you so much for joining us in. This is really an insightful conversation and I'm sure our audience will also learn a lot from this episode.
Thank
Thank
you,
you so
Neeta. I
much.
think one last tip I would want to tell people is do a career where you are more crazy about, and that's what the crazy careers is. And people who do their job for job's sake, they normally become successful. But people who are crazy about their job, they normally become legends. So I think the crazy careers is very, very good nomenclature, I would say. So do something which you are more crazy about, and I think that's what will make you successful. Thank you, Neeta.
Right. Thank you so much for your kind words. Thank you.